It's good to see you again.
Thanks, Innkeeper. Shenanigans back again. Today begins the adventures into the military quarter for Naxxramas. This wing seems to have had a lot less issues than the opening of the last, which is good. I've heard rather that there are some game bugs, namely something to do with Baron Rivendare and silencing Death Rattle minions. It's a little wonky. Hopefully they get that fixed before we take him on, because I love me some Earthshock. In any event, let's open the military quarter. Very cool. I've liked the unlocking animations for each of these. Very nice. And so, it begins. Our prize will be the dancing swords. Pretty cool minion.
Please ignore the mind control stones next to Razuvious.
Instructor Razuvious. Someone must train the Death Knights, brought to life in Naxxramas. Who better than Razuvious? Hero power here. 2 mana, unbalancing strike. Hero power, deal 3 damage. That's a really good hero power. That's a very good hero power. And he can place that on anything he wants. I'm sure the heroic version of that is going to be nasty. So what to play? With all that damage coming in, Zeto's Priest sounds like a decent plan. But you know me, I'm rather partial to Shaman. We're going to give Shaman a shot. Oh, sounds like he starts play.
Versus Instructor Razuvious.
You should have stayed.
Well, 0-7s, huh?
Doomhammer.
Some nice taunts. Well, we definitely don't need 2 of those. With Overload being a thing, I'm not sure I even want the first one right now. We'll keep this. Though it's kind of iffy. He's got 0-7 taunts. It may not be wise to keep that if he plays something out. I can't use the Rock Biter, obviously, to kill it, because I gotta get past the taunts. So we're gonna toss them all. Yeah, it's alright. Get here. I see. Activate the crystal to control the understudies. Well, nothing really else to play the first turn. Let's see if we can get us a friend.
My students, give them back.
Wonder how long we'll be able to keep those. In any event, those are nice. Let's just do a totem.
Death does not scare me.
Wish I had a nice way to deal with him. Of course, they'll just soak up some damage. We're not going to run him in there for no reason. So that's... Just get some card draw going.
Death does not scare me.
Hex is nice, but I'd actually prefer getting the minion Death Rattle ability. So I think we are going to Yeti, so we can start tearing these guys down. Yep. Ooh. double damage to heroes. Five mana. I don't want to overload because I want to get a fire elemental going. I think I'm going to want some more taunt. So I think the play here will be Defender of Argus, and most likely right here just to buff that. And really I don't need to draw too many more cards, so it's okay if he gets killed. And with the extra mana, probably a Rock Fighter onto a Yeti or something like that. Yeah, it sounds reasonable.
My shield for Argus.
So that's 4. Let's give him the Rock Fighter. 7.
Can't fight.
There we go. I think I'm going to prefer to keep this stuff alive just because of that weapon. I don't like that weapon. So we'll just hold.
They all bend to my command.
Wow, that's a combo. Now that that's gone, at least, I think we'll be running him into here, probably drop the elemental and finish him off. We'll let the smith live for now. Oh, that's good. Tempted to just run those in there. The spell power is nice, but I don't like him having a spiteful smith.
Into the breach.
Yeah, good.
For the Lich King!
If I was him, I'd have taken out the Yeti. I got a lot of cards. I need to get some cards played. But I really don't like those, so we'll get rid of him. We're going to play another elemental.
Into the breach.
Brawl, okay. Felt like I might have been overextending, but that's fine. Pretty far ahead, so that's fine. Let's play the elemental. Totem. Play the axe, just to give him a buff. I always like to make one swing just in case somebody has loops. Alright. Really use more minions. feels like a waste. I wouldn't mind drawing a card. I'm wondering if I should just use... I'm going to have to go face damage anyway. Might as well not be overloaded. So I'll Rock Fighter. Get rid of that. Alright. Hold.
Join me in death.
That's annoying. It feels too early to pull this. He's low on cards. Like a nice way to get rid of both of these. I mean, I could hex one, but I'm still left with a 3/5. And I'm pretty worried that if I use just him to damage basically both of those, that he'll die from the hero power afterwards, so we don't want to do that really. So let's totem. I was kind of hoping for spell damage. I'll try to keep things clear for now. So I'm going to deal 2 there. Hex this. We'll Lightning Storm. Cool. Go ahead and drop this down so we can get a little damage in. Kind of figured that was going to happen.
Bring me steel.
Which trading? We can definitely Lightning Storm again. That's always an option, especially now that he's out of cards. I think we'll totem and hope for spell power. Got the taunt. So I guess I'm trying to figure out whether I want to roll the random and hopefully get all those. Otherwise he's going to get more card draw. Or we go for the definite and we run Earth Shock so he doesn't draw. Just want to keep him from drawing. We'll Lightning Storm. Awesome. Set you in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, the Lich King!
Hate that guy. Still hesitant to play out here, especially now that like my Rock Fighters and Flame Tongues are gone. So I'm gonna drop this one. We're just gonna double. Oh, I can't target him. That's right. I goofed. That's fine. Fine. Okay. Oh, let's do this. And so he can't trade that one directly, since I made a grievous error. We'll do that.
I fight.
He'll probably just use Hero Power Plus. Yeah. Alright, now seems like a fine time for Alec here, so I can use him to attack that. And then I'll still have a 3-5 taunt. Now he's out of the picture, so that's good. 3, 6, 7, 8, 11. Not quite lethal. So yeah, we'll... play more of these.
I fight.
Uh-oh. Well, that seemed like a waste. Good, good. So we'll totem. Spell damage, awesome. Let's go ahead and kill that. Play some wolves.
I fight. I fight.
So we should pretty much have this. Yeah. As usual, pretty easy for the first battle.
I can't do it myself. I'm super busy.
Sure you are. Razuvious down. Dancing Sword says our reward. Like I said, kind of a decent card. Very nice for the power. Of course, it evens out with letting your opponent draw a card. You can silence. That's good stuff. In any event, that's that for now. And we'll be back tomorrow for the next boss in the military quarter. Till then, take care, guys.